Insecurity in Southeast Nigeria and the Path Forward. Welcome everyone. Today, we embark on a journey deep into the heart of Southeast Nigeria, where complex challenges demand our attention and solutions. This isn't just an agitation, it is a multifaceted puzzle stemming from a historical grievances, misgovernance, and the invasion of criminal elements. The Southeast was once the most peaceful region in Nigeria, often sought out as a safe haven by people during crises in other states. To the Igbo people, a question lingers. If issues were to arise in other states now, where would you seek refuge? Remember, it's foolish to destroy your own home in an attempt to hurt a perceived enemy. The security crisis, notably since 2021, has spiraled out of control following the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Pure Biafra group IPOB in Kenya, and his trials in Nigeria. This created a power vacuum for another pro-Biafra leader, a Nigerian Finnish citizen, Mr. Simon Ekpa, to emerge, demanding the release of their detained leader through sit-at-home orders. However, Mr. Ekpa's activities worsened insecurity as people ignored his calls, leading to the rise of criminal gangs under the guise of Eastern Security Network (ESN). Criminal elements exploiting the turmoil have escalated the situation, intensifying insecurity and impeding genuine progress. Their actions have led to the destruction of critical government infrastructure, such as police stations and INEC offices. Tragically, they have also targeted and taken the lives of police, civil defense, and military officers, even local security personnel. Kidnapping for ransom and car snatching have become their modus operandi, sowing chaos and fear throughout the region. The result? Ceremonies like traditional weddings and funerals have held in other regions due to the prevailing insecurity in the southeast. Additionally, concerning exodus of private businesses, including factories relocating to nearby states, underscores the gravity of the situation. Many individuals and groups, both in the southeast and beyond, have called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, despite the court in Abuja ordering his release and the previous government's refusal to solve the problem through peaceful means. In the heart of southeast Nigeria, a prevailing sentiment coursing through the region, a loss of hope in federal government's sustained interest in restoring peace. The indications seem to suggest that the center is indifferent, disinterested in the region's fate, yet the truth is more intricate. Amid the chaos, the unsettling silence of our governors and leaders is confounding. The region faces heightened insecurity, reminiscent of darker time than even the Civil War. Yet, many of our leaders appear content with titles and security votes, while failing to uphold their oath to protect their people. A critical question echoes: why do the governors not act in unison? Why can't governors in the southeast replicate what Senator Dr. Ifeanyuba is doing in Nnewi, Anambra State? The time for state-owned police is right. People of the southeast prefer safety to infrastructure. The southeast safety hinges on unity. An attack on one part affects the entire region. Non-observance of sit-at-home orders in one state offers little comfort if movement across besieged area remains impossible. It is said that some individuals stand to gain from conflict and chaos, and they will continue to feel them as long as they reap benefit from the turmoil. Pertinently, the role of certain individuals in Nigeria and abroad requires scrutiny. Asari Dokubo's revelation of his involvement in the southeast insecurity raises eyebrows. The silence from Abuja in response is noteworthy, hinting at a broader narrative that demands attention. Regrettably, some uniformed individuals from the southeast, both in Nigeria and abroad, inadvertently empower the sponsors of this terror. They may not realize that the criminals aren't fighting for the release of Kanu, but rather to exploit the situation for personal gain. Some Igbo businessmen and women with enterprises outside the region also mistakenly support the sit-at-home, yet it is only when these criminals reach their villages and families that they might truly understand the impact. When a crisis doesn't touch one's life, it is often dismissed. However, there come moments when the bitterness of that crisis becomes unmistakable. Elected representatives from senators to members of the House of Representatives share a responsibility. Their constituencies suffer from these attacks, yet their voices are often silent. Speaking up and acting collectively could yield tangible measures to secure the region. Many people are afraid of being attacked or their houses and families being attacked. Securing the release of the leader of IPOB, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, will to some extent solve the security problem, but the criminals benefiting from the chaos will not stop. Investing in security is paramount. The most disheartening aspect is that these criminals elements can be identified if the government approaches it holistically. There are many videos where Nigerian security agencies ban evidence and crime scene instead of collecting fingerprints and other evidence that would help identify the criminals. What are the issues? What are the uses of all these databases we have, like NIN, BVN, and the voters register? The fingerprints and identity of these criminal elements can be identified if the government invests more in our security architecture and community policing. Party lines must fade when faced with a common threat. Southeast's fragmented political landscape spanning across multiple parties should unite under the banner of securing their region's future, regardless of the upcoming Imo governorship election. Insecurity respects no affiliation. Lives are lost irrespective of party. It is essential for leaders to vocalize their concerns, lest their silence be misconstrued as complicity in Southeast slow annihilation, endangering the core of existence security. Collaborative effort among communities, governors, legislators, and local government officials hold paramount importance while they might lack the firepower of these attackers. Their united action poses significant potential. It is commendable that some governors and political leaders within the region have recently united to call for an end to the sit-at-home orders. This unity can pave the way for enhanced accountability and creation of safer environments. The pressing need for state-owned police has become evident as the people of the Southeast prioritize safety over infrastructure development. Moreover, it is crucial to address the involvement of Mr. Simon and his associates involving both the Nigerian and Finnish governments. Ohanezendi and Igbo political elites must step up and collaborate with the federal government to engage the Finnish government regarding the visible hostilities fueled by EPA. Without action, the future portends Southeast becoming the least secure region in Nigeria and its people potentially facing the direct economic circumstances. In closing, the challenges facing Southeast Nigeria are multifaceted. They require unity, understanding, and a commitment to addressing the root causes. By acknowledging the complexities, we can work together towards a future and prioritize development, safety, and genuine aspiration of the people. All eyes are currently on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, awaiting its approval to ensure that the people of Southeast can sleep peacefully at night and carry out their daily activities without fear. In closing, the challenges facing Southeast Nigeria are multifaceted. They require unity, understanding, and a commitment to addressing the root causes. By acknowledging the complexity, we can work together towards a future that prioritizes development, safety, and the genuine aspirations of the people.